Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Group on YouTube. Today we're just going to have a quick talk about the AEW big announcements that has been made today. Well, just recently. It's been rumoured for a long time that AEW will be doing another weekly show, which will be the third show overall and second live show, which will be held on Saturdays, and it'll be called AEW Collision. So it's just been announced on Twitter, online, that it will be a thing. It is true. The rumours are true. A lot of people are speculating CM Punk's going to be the main star of that show. That's yet to be confirmed. But they have said that it'll have headliners the likes of Miro, who we haven't seen for a long while in AEW. Andrade El Idolo, again, not seen for a while. Thunder Rosa, the same again. Powerhouse Hobbs. So there is some big names already that they've thrown out there. Some good graphics going around as well, with the different wrestlers on. Seen one with like a House of Black on and stuff like that. So, it remains to be seen yet still whether or not, like you say, CM Punk will be a part of it, and whether they're going to actually do a draft or a sort of brand split where they only use set wrestlers on each show, with set titles. That hasn't been announced or anything's clear on that. The only thing we know up to now is that it'll be June, that it's going to come about. I think it was June 17th. I need to double check, but so June we're going to get an extra episode of wrestling from AEW. Quite happy, quite excited, to be honest. A lot of people a bit up and down, 50-50. I get it, Dynamite is a banger most weeks. Rampage on the other half, it's not like it's up and down. Like I find myself some weeks just either completely missing it or only watching one or two matches from Rampage. I just don't feel like they put that much into Rampage as they should. But then again, with AEW Collision, hopefully they'll have separate writers. I'm hoping Tony now starts, obviously, distributing some of the responsibilities out to some of his employees backstage. I don't think it's right for him to be, not that it's right, I just don't think he should focus on all three shows. I think it's too much, and I think that's why Rampage gets lost sometimes. I think he needs to now start looking properly at separating, delegating some of the work to some of the backstage people. But it is interesting to see. No talk yet. Obviously, it's early doors. It's just been announced, so there's no talk yet whether it'll go on to Fight, especially for us in the UK. That's how I watch Dynamite and how I watch Rampage. It was originally $4.99 a month, and then after Rampage became a thing, it was about a month, 2 months into it, they upped it by £1, I think, so it was like $5.99 a month. So, I mean, hopefully they'll put it on the Fight app, and like say, if it goes up as part of the AEW subscription monthly, hopefully it's just another £1. $6.99 a month for 3 shows a week. I'd be happy to pay that. I don't want it to start climb, and hopefully it will be on the AEW subscription. I hope so, because I find it really hard, apart from going on sites online, to watch Ring of Honor each week, and because of that, having to go and search and look and everything else, I've missed a couple of episodes, which is unfortunate because I have liked Ring of Honor under Tony Khan. Again, another reason why I think Tony needs to start delegating a little bit more. He's got Ring of Honor, he's got AEW Dynamite, he's got AEW Rampage, and then he'll have AEW Collision. So maybe we need to get someone else to do some of the writing for some of the storylines and some of the bookings for some of the matches. So it doesn't all fall on Tony. I mean, he's done well so far, you know what I mean? What are we, 4 years in? And it was announced on the little write-up on Twitter that so far this year they've had 23 million viewers. That's big going, 4 years in. And they're on the verge of doing big numbers for All In at Wembley. So, do you know what? It's fantastic time to be an AEW fan, but it's fantastic time to be a wrestling fan. The more wrestling, the better. Like, the more AEW brings success and the more like they sell out the big arenas and stuff, then the more WWE are going to start looking to try and do the same. I know obviously they've done really well with Clash of the Castle last year, and I'm sure they're going to do really well with Money in the Bank this year. But obviously, the more that's out there, and the more that people keep pushing the barriers, the more it makes the other one step up the game. So why not? The more wrestling, the better. That's all I can say. Remains to be seen whether I can keep up with an extra show of wrestling each and every week. But I'm excited, especially like you say, if CM Punk comes back, it'd be interesting to see what they do there. But we've got Miro, who we've not seen for a long time, and fans have been after him for a while. Andrade, again, he's been out for a long time. Thunder Rosa, she's had her issues with her back problems and stuff, and she had to relinquish the title. Like I say, whether they'll start splitting off titles just on one show, not too sure yet, but hopefully they'll make it all clear just before the debut episode in June. So, I mean, for me, it makes sense to have a couple of titles. Not all of them, just a couple on specific shows, like the TBS Women's Championship could easily go on to Collision. The AEW International Championship could easily go on to Collision. That sort of stuff. But there's so much now to look forward to in terms of AEW going forward. Like I say, you've got All In coming into England, into the UK at Wembley. You've got AEW Collision starting in June. So the thing I was going to say, my mind's gone now because I'm just like, woo, trying to jump on it like everyone else. But yeah, there's so much going on in AEW going forward, and it's big things. It's a big deal. Forbidden Door 2, that's what I was going to say. Forbidden Door was a great pay-per-view last year, and we're getting the second one this year. Working with other companies, it's proven to be a success in the past for the likes of Ring of Honor and New Japan. AEW and New Japan's pay-per-view last year was a big success. Why not do another one? So that's what they've done there as well. So there's so much wrestling coming up, especially this year, and I can't wait for it, mate. I started falling in and out of love with wrestling over the last few years. Got a bit bored of WWE, started going full into New Japan, and then New Japan come a bit stale as well. So then went back to WWE for a bit, and then obviously finally we get AEW, something a bit different, and I've stuck with AEW since it started, and I am excited, and I can't wait to see more wrestling and more wrestlers that we haven't seen for a while. It was becoming a thing of, obviously they signed that many wrestlers at one point. It was literally every other week someone was coming out from WWE making a debut, or they'd sign like an indie wrestler, like Ricky Starks and Eddie Kingston and stuff like that, and it was becoming a thing at one point where it was like every other week someone a debut, and then it was always going to become a thing of, well, what you do with them. There's only so many hours, like what's Dynamite, 2 hours, and then obviously Rampage is an hour, but that's taped. To show you 3 hours a week wrestling, God knows how many wrestlers that they've actually got there. I know they had Dark and stuff like that, but numbers aren't doing the best on the likes of Dark. So hopefully AEW Collision can hit off first episode with a boom. I'm sure it will. I'm sure we'll get some sort of pipe bomb from Punk. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Punk. I hope he comes back. I think it would be massive for AEW. I think if they want to sell out places like Wembley, they need Punk, but just needs to keep his gob shut and just do his job. That's what he's here for. So as long as he can do that, then AEW Collision is going to be great. Like I say, that's not confirmed that he's going to be there, but I'm pretty sure he is. Let's be honest. Being offered to be the main guy of his own brand, if you like, he's not going to say no to that, is he? Not with that ego. So just a quick recap, AEW Collision is confirmed. It's not just a rumour anymore, it is a real thing, it is happening, and it's going to happen in June of this year. So let me know in the comments, are you excited for AEW Collision? Do you think it's a good move, a bad move? Are you excited to be able to see the likes of Powerhouse Hobbs and Miro and Andrade and El Idolo and Thunder Rosa? Obviously Powerhouse has been on TV quite a bit, but the others not so much. So you're excited to be able to see these wrestlers again? Let me know in the comments. Is it good, bad, or indifferent? So yeah, just sound off in the comments and let me know. As always, thank you for watching. Give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. More wrestling related content coming very soon. We've got Cody Rhodes top 5 wrestling matches of his career. I've been uploading today, if you haven't noticed already, a lot of WWE 2K matches that I've done over the last couple of weeks, couple of days. So I've uploaded all that in one go. So that's all on my YouTube channel, so make sure you have a little browse through that. And I've got 1 or 2 more unboxing videos to be dropped this week as well. So thank you as always for watching, and stay tuned for more wrestling related content coming soon.